Yes, my people, as the halls, you don't have no. Ulasi don't ask Nigerians one strong question concerning this defection of PDP members to APC. He don't talk. So most of these people, when they defect from this party, go another party, then there be people who may say they just come from nowhere to come snatch position, sit down there, even we don't know where they for come carry those positions. So those people are not to be trusted. Then he talk, man, not talk too much. So he send a strong message to Tinubu, advise Tinubu, as you're watching this video, share this video, drop your thoughts in the comment section.
But what is important, therefore, is the characterization of the behavior pattern. In this country, we have leaders who just emerge. You never heard he was a councillor or a chairman of a local government or a member of House of Assembly. Suddenly somebody moves and becomes a governor. It's only in this country somebody suddenly moves and becomes a president. So what kind of characterization do you attach to their behavior pattern thereafter? So nothing should surprise you that let us use the example of Delta State, where a party had been in government for 26 years, from Ibori 8 years to Kowa 8 years, and then the present governor, I think he's in his second term, and suddenly decides to move to APC. What is the reference point? Because if you're moving from A to B, there has to be something more exciting, something reference you can make that B is doing better than A or vice versa. So in each of these movements, you don't see any convincing argument from the so-called PDP members who are moving. I don't want to suppose that it is, some kind of massaging, or maybe they have done something funny and a couple of files have been shown them of the way they ran the affairs of the state. And like the former APC chairman Adams Oshemolo said, come over to our party and you are as free as air. So it also shows that APC is an absorbent for illegality, absorbent for corruption, absorbent for those who have no idea of what politics is all about, because it is service to the people. And I'm not convinced. I saw one day where these people were discussing with their various constituencies, telling them why PDP had failed and why they are moving. That will be my comment for now.
We are heading towards a one-party state, and the chairman, the chairman of the APC, saying, look, 2027 is a done deal. APC will win. President Tinubu has won.
Well, if I can put you back some 20 years ago, a former chairman of PDP, now late, Vincent Obulafo, also said PDP will run Nigeria for 60 years. It is now for you to know whether we run Nigeria for 60 years. The pronouncements people make out of the comfort of their bedroom or comfort of their offices, they have right so to do. But I can tell you that Ahmed Tinubu is an embodiment of reasonable doubt. And I mean what I said in every aspect of it. It's a summary of an embodiment of reasonable doubt. For a president, as killings were going on in Makurdi and Plateau, my president was in Paris for 7 days, only God knows doing what. That wasn't enough. From there, he went to London. So you start to ask yourself, what is the reference point of human beings who leave either the PDP or Labour Party or whatever to go over to APC? There has to be some performance value, some performance reference, some honor, some integrity you have to make reference. That is why you're moving. And in all these interviews and movements, I didn't see any convincing argument why they did what they did. So it must be reasons other than what the ordinary people see. And you know what the problem is in this country. I give Bola Tinubu one credit. He's a master politician, he's a strategist. I had always said this from the time he was governor of Lagos State. Under Obasanjo, there was nothing the PDP didn't do to remove him. With other governors, they succeeded in 5 states, and he stood his ground and was never removed. And he remained there until he finished 8 years, and from that point, he became president of Nigeria. So it's not somebody I take for granted in any aspect of human discussion. I don't take him for granted. He's a strategist, but PDP should be thinking a lot more about their future. It's not just a matter of, any time there is 4 years coming around, people want to be governor, they want to be this. They rush to buy forms. Nobody thinks of how the party is built, because if you don't build a fundamental party from, let me say, from the state to local government to wards, then there's no way you're going to energize and mobilize the people to vote for you. This interest of only in election shows you the dishonesty of what some members of the PDP, and not only PDP, even in APC, are doing. So we have to have a change. I believe that the present leadership has to set up a very high-powered committee to look at, there are shortcomings. Nobody will tell you there are no shortcomings in PDP. If there are no shortcomings, people will not be moving, either rightly or wrongly. But we have to address such shortcomings, if any, and then look forward to the future.
Okay, now there's some PDP stalwarts who've been speaking and commenting on this issue over the past 24 hours. And some are putting forward the idea that the only way for PDP to make a breakthrough come 2027 is to begin to woo Peter Obi back into the fold and move in allegiance or alliance with him. What's your take on this?
Peter Obi is a factor of progress. He's a success himself. I mean, in the last presidential election, he had over 6 million votes. So if there are no over-ambitious, inordinately ambitious people in PDP who don't want to be overshadowed, who don't want their positions to be diluted, yes, Peter Obi is somebody the party should openly approach, because we're talking about leadership for better government of Nigeria, not better person for Nigeria, not better party for Nigeria. There are individuals who have the characteristics of performance, who have integrity, who have honor, and Peter Obi is one of the very few in this country who has such qualities. So if the party does decide to approach him and solicit my advice, I have enough contact and relationship with Peter Obi that I will convince him about the future, why it is necessary for all of us to come together to be able to stop the menace that is going on in Abuja presently.
Well, Chief, I get your point that you were making about the fact that, look, persons have fundamental rights. Section 40 allows you to join whatever association you want to join. But Senator Saraki raised a moral point. He said that, look, it looks terrible that a man like Senator Okowa, who was running mate on the presidential ticket of the PDP in 2023, will abandon the party. Acting National Chairman, Senator Damagum, says that, look, the party has done a lot to support the PDP in Delta State. That why would the Delta PDP behave like this? What do you think of those two submissions? Do you think that there's a moral issue here?
I still summarize it with my first. Yeah, there is a moral issue. It's not a constitutional issue. Morality is neither here nor there. I won't do that. Dr. Abati, I know, may not do that if you are seriously involved in politics. But, the character of human beings, it's only in this country that 1 + 1 is not 2. It can give you 5, it can give you 10. People you presuppose behave in a particular way, do something differently, and you'll be shocked. That's what we are discussing now. It's difficult for me. Former Governor Kowa is, sufficiently close to me. He's present governor. I don't know him. I never met him. But for Kowa to be part of that process, all through yesterday, I tried to reach him, and his phone was switched off. So I wanted to really know what is the problem. There could be things I don't know about that he will explain to me. I'll still make effort to reach him. But like I said, every individual in this country has the constitutional right to do what you want to do. It is for people to assess you, know whether you have integrity, whether you have honor. It is not